What's going on, people? It's your boy Clive Belvin. Welcome to the latest episode of The Weigh-In. So, episode 13. It's been a while. Boys, introduce yourselves.
Steve in the house.
Ray is also in the building.
So, tad bit late. Gonna touch upon Fury against Wilder. What a fight. What a bloody fight.
He's a dosser.
Guys, give us your breakdown.
Well, Eddie Hearn thinks it wasn't a great fight, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said, yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
I wonder, like Kugan Cassidy said to him, I wonder if he was promoting the fight, what would he be saying? No, it had everything that you would want. It was a classic case of, like, a boxer versus the aggressive puncher, and the boxer was coming out on top, apart from when he wasn't. And then he was on the floor. I would love to have seen a reaction video of me watching that 12th round. I was literally...
Oh, mate, I had to walk away from
I
the
was
screen.
like a grasshopper, just like bouncing everywhere.
It's like you fucked it.
It's like, what was it, about 5 o'clock in the morning, you're just there, like you're kind of just watching it, you're like, come on, Fury, just stay away from me for this round, you got this, so I can go to bed, like, easy, lovely job.
Everyone's getting ready to, like, celebrate Fury. We're like, alright, well, this is done deal. We're just waiting to hear what he's going to say to Joshua after this fight. And then it's funny because I was with my friend's family, shout out Andy. I was sitting with Andy and the family watching this, and then for whatever reason, Andy just kept on saying, I got a feeling Wilder's going to clip him.
I had a feeling.
I think we all did.
I think everyone had that feeling. I was like,
there's a feeling, way too well. Do you know what it is? There's a feeling, then with him, there was just a certain conviction that he had of Fury needs to stop messing around with him. Yeah. Obviously, you could tell that Fury was getting very comfortable.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. I think it was Fury's body language. I think that's exactly right. I think it was Fury's body language. He was enjoying it in there, and you could see him just messing around. He kept showboating, and it was easy for him, really, wasn't it? Like,
it was a breeze up until that point.
But Wilder always, as I said in a previous podcast before, that Wilder carries his power really late. Yeah. Like he's not one of these punchers. You know, certain punchers, like we said it before, maybe David Haye or Conor McGregor. The first 2 rounds. Lethal. Yeah. Like you better stay away from them. But then as they get more fatigued, the power goes. Yeah. Wilder gets these mad knockouts, 9th round, 12th round, Luis Ortiz, whatever round that was, just disgusting knockouts. Just
heavy-handed.
And then, he carries that heavy-handedness all the way through. And he showed again Tyson Fury, 12th round. That was brutal.
Yeah. Not the best boxer, but 39 knockouts.
It's funny because, like I said, I was sitting with my friend's family watching it, and then my friend's dad just kept on going, it's ridiculous. How has this guy not got a game plan? And then I had to say to him, he was like, listen, you got to realise, like you said, 39 knockouts. Yeah. This guy has known nothing but if I touch someone, they will drop. Yeah. So
the game plan is to land the right hand.
Yeah, so
that's my game plan.
It's like...
and it almost worked. You can't argue that.
But it's like, it's hard to teach someone who's been successful, you know, a new strategy. Even though, don't get me wrong, you should always look to improve. But by 40 fights and 39 knockouts, it's hard to then be like, all right now, well, we want you to become this, you know, also new tactician. And it's just like, no, he's just
23 years old.
100%. Also, you've seen a lot of times with fighters that they are a big puncher, and then that was brilliant. And some trainers come along and got in their ear and said, oh yeah, we can make you a complete fighter, and it takes a lot away from them. Yeah. Like Dillian Whyte, arguably, he had a transition period. Luckily, he had enough time, but he was this kind of rock and roller, slip, land big hooks initially, and it was working well. Then he got with Mark Tibbs, and Mark Tibbs made him tried to make him more of an orthodox boxer. Yeah. And it took a lot away from him. He's like he was stuck in 2 minds. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know what he was. And it took a lot away from him. And that can happen with fighters. Do you know what I mean?
Then again, you got Amir Khan under Virgil Hunter. Whereas with Freddie Roach,
I think the difference is that Virgil Hunter didn't try to do little tweaks. Virgil Hunter went to break him down completely and build him up again. Where I think, like alluding to what Steve said, is that other trainers try to be like, well, you've got this, and I'm going to try to add this, and it's like, no, Virgil Hunter was different because he said, I'm breaking everything that you knew before out the window. You're doing it my way. Yeah. So then that's what.
And also, when did Khan join Virgil Hunter? Off the back of what?
Losses. He
was coming off the back of losses. His career in the gutter, reputation of the guy, he's just been chinned by Danny Garcia. Lost a split decision to Lamont Peterson.
And got knocked the F out by Canelo.
Yeah, but that was after. But like at that point in his career, he's just been brutally knocked out by Danny Garcia. He's willing to listen to someone telling him. Yeah. Well, Wilder walking into a gym, he's like,
winning
right,
fights.
I'm undefeated WBC champion, 39 KOs. And someone's trying to tell you, oh, you got a jab and move. It's like, right, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of controversy in that fight. As in, I personally gave the fight to Fury. Yeah. A lot of people said Wilder. Personally, for me, other than those two obvious rounds itself, I probably gave round 2 to Wilder. Nothing else.
But you also got to think what a lot of people said, which is very true, is that one, it was in America, and two, when Wilder got the 2 knockdowns, that's basically giving 4 rounds to Wilder. So it's like,
but it doesn't take off rounds from Fury. This is what a lot of people have made the
mistake.
mistake.
But you know, the whole to beat the champ, it's crazy because it's just like the whole to beat the champ, you have to beat the champ, which I hate that saying, because for me it's like, if you're beating, you're beating. All this like you have to get an emphatic victory is stupid.
Yeah.
But then that's what you're up against in his home country, and America is looking for, even though Fury was the A side, you know America's looking for their...
I get that. It wasn't the worst robbery in the world. It wasn't the worst.
It was the worst robbery to an extent of the judge that put in Wilder's favour. That was crazy.
He gave the first 4 rounds to Wilder.
If he didn't have a chance.
If it edged it to Wilder, that's fair enough. But to give Wilder those amount of rounds, you're thinking to yourself...
Like, he never had a chance with on that judge's scorecard. Wasn't it on that judge's scorecards, even without the knockdown, Wilder still would have won, even without the knockdowns.
It's like, have some dignity and at least try to hide the corruption.
So even without
the corruption.
Even without the 2 knockdowns, it would have been a split decision. Yeah. And you're like, come on, man! Like, there's no way without those knockdowns. Like you said, I give you that. But Wilder wouldn't have won those rounds without knocking him down.
Yeah.
And it still would have.
It's like being back in school and you haven't got the best grades, so you cheat on your homework. You at least know. Do you know what? If I'm a D/C level student, I'm gonna try and cheat to get like a B. You don't go out there
low self-esteem cheating.
No, it's true though.
Get an A star.
You don't go out there and get an A star. And now the teachers,
no one's believing I'm getting an A.
Exactly. The teachers then gonna look at you. Well, how have you been this type of student? And then you got an A star out of nowhere. And that's what this was. It was just like,
you're giving the game away there, right?
Listen, man, it's ridiculous. It's just like, you understand why Teddy Atlas always goes on these rants.
Yeah, that's great.
Mate.
Did you see the Brendan Shaw breakdown, like you said about mathematicians? He was like, he worked it out, and it was just like the way he did the maths was just like completely wrong. So
it was
like,
terrible.
So anyway, that makes it 8-4, and all the comments were just like.
As a mathematician myself, I was thinking, I was watching cringing. I was like, mate, come on.
Are like just archetypal fighter, just a dense guy.
At least double check this shit.
You're lucky you were good at sports in school.
I swear, sometimes I think he just does it on purpose because he knows he's gonna get views by people slating him.
Oh man,
that is the wrong views, man. That's trolling.
But listen, man, let me tell you something. A lot of people were saying that's a loss on both of them guys for that being a draw, but for me.
Nah,
and for a lot of
both
people,
stocks gone up, man.
That's a big win because
Josh was on a back foot.
Yeah, Josh was on a back foot now, man.
Especially the fact that I think
Eddie Hearn is sweating it, man. He is butt hurt, man. He's just there, like.
I think especially the good thing was Tyson Fury didn't contest it. He just took it in his stride, which made it even better because it made them 100%. Both bigger, and especially the way Wilder took it as well, took it in his stride. So. I'm seeing now that Wilder was on James Corden's show, and this alludes to like episodes we've said before, where it's just like Wilder wasn't a big name, and it's like now.
Oh, now
exactly. Even looking bad,
because we said before, didn't we? You need performances as well as the chat shows.
Yeah.
Now he's got both.
But his social media following has pretty much doubled.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. And they love him because even though you got schooled, it's like he didn't act like a dick about the decision. It was just like obviously. People would say deep down he knows he lost, but at the same time, it was just like, listen, I may have been getting schooled, but I'm the one that put the exclamation points in this sentence.
Yeah.
but also, he did what people expected him to do. It would have been terrible if he bounced his right hand off of Fury and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him as a big puncher. No one knew him as a great boxer. Everyone knew he was a big puncher. Yeah. And the fact that he could do that to Fury just proves this guy is fucking dangerous.
Well, I think Fury had 40 pounds on him.
Yeah,
mate, it's terrifying. And Fury's known to have a good chin and also really awkward to pin down. The fact he can do that to Fury, is so tall as well. So you've got you can't really get the correct sort of angle on the shot. The fact he did that to Fury just proves how dangerous the man is.
Especially the second knockdown, because the first knockdown was different. Because the first knockdown was like. He clipped him on the top of his head.
Kind of
it's like he knocked him off his equilibrium.
Just kind of,
So it's like Fury. What you could see, like he was still awake.
Within seconds, he was back. He just kind of laughed.
But then that last knockdown.
How the hell did he get back up?
Listen, I honestly think that I think he was out cold, and then him knocking his head is what woke him up.
It's
That meme you sent over from Snatch.
oh yeah. So guys, if you ever watch Snatch, there's a scene with Brad Pitt.
You went One Punch Mickey when he gets up.
Oh mate, so yeah, that
Oh,
absolutely
got me.
classic that movie. And, as
Absolutely
soon
got
as
me.
I saw that meme,
Yeah. They dubbed it over the voiceover. He's like, "We are fucked." And it plays the music. It's brilliant.
But no, credit to the referee.
Yeah, he let it go on. He
Yeah.
didn't just jump in and stop it
Listen,
when I thought
He could have had the right to.
I thought he was dead. He's gone.
I was waiting for him to wave
If the
his
ref,
hand.
if the ref waved it,
The way he
you
was
could
like on his
fully-
back,
Yeah,
his eyes looked
rolled.
glazed. Yeah, his
his
eyes looked glazed,
rolled.
and like you couldn't have said anything. If the referee stopped it, then I would
Well, fair enough,
I wouldn't
yeah.
have complained. Yeah,
Do you know what's even more crazy is the fact that for me and for a lot of people, he went back and you could call the round a draw because he dominated the rest of the round.
Yeah, it was mental.
it is bonkers.
How
Like,
can you
I
just
would have
not
given
down?
that. I would have given that round a draw. Like genuinely,
It's like how can you get knocked down like that
Yeah.
and then
and get up to win.
be composed enough to outbox him again?
The man's
Yeah,
machine.
yeah,
The
yeah.
man is like not human.
Crazy.
He is not human.
his tunnel vision is insane. I've never seen
Yeah,
an
that grit.
athlete in a long while
Yeah.
that's got that type of tunnel vision.
To have that
It's
grit.
crazy.
Yeah, to be like, it's phenomenal because to be as rich as he is and to be like as comfortable as he is, like you don't need to get up, you can just chill. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got a wife and kids, blah blah, blah. And to push through that and get up is
Incredible.
incredible.
What a
yeah.
story. What an
different
inspirational
cloth,
career.
different cloth, honestly.
Honestly, and also credit to Wilder as well because he was getting outboxed and losing comprehensively. He knew he was losing comprehensively, but he's still trying in the 12th to get that knockout. Yeah, he could have just been like, fuck this and given up. But 'cause he was getting outboxed, but he was still trying to land those bombs. So credit to him as well. He sticks with it even when he's 12 rounds down, effectively, or however many rounds down he would have
Both
been.
fighters come out of this on top.
Yeah,
In
exactly,
terms
yeah.
of both stocks have risen. Yeah, people are loving it.
Listen, Matchroom, I love you. You guys put on some great British events, but you need to stop hating. At least this is my thing with the Eddie Hearn that criticising the match. It's like just don't say nothing.
He looked so.
You could be scorned about it, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you don't have to say anything. Just if you feel a way about it,
Yeah,
just say nothing.
nod
but
and
don't-
smile, yeah,
Yeah,
just
nod and smile.
Yeah,
but don't
yeah.
come out and like chat rubbish of.
It was muggy. There was a video.
Yeah,
There was a
like,
video
stop
yesterday
that, man.
where he went through every round in an interview and he read how many punches were thrown, and it just tried. And it's like that's how desperate. When has Eddie Hearn ever sort of gone stooped to that level where he had it googled? He's like, first round 7 punches. Second round, it's like, alright, mate, we get it. Calm down.
Jesus.
Yeah, that is
And,
desperation.
and it's
man.
just like for him, it's making him look bad and his fighters look bad because it's like he's got to remember he's representing his fighters.
But at the end of the day, like Tony Bellew's gone now. He was a pay-per-view star, genuine pay-per-view star. He's gone. Fair enough. You've got Dillian and Chisora. They're not pay-per-view stars in their own right. They're only pay-per-view stars with the right opponents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the right card. So and then you've got Joshua. Who else?
And then that's it. Well, you
But
got
Kell Brook's got a couple of fights.
Right. I didn't watch last
Kel,
night's
Kel,
fight.
Kel, 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 and they're gone. But obviously we'll get onto that later.
I
on, but
heard he laboured. He sacked Dominic Ingle because he clearly just doesn't want to pay Dominic Ingle's weights anymore.
who, Kel Brook?
The
Yeah,
PED
yeah.
gym.
Oh, you are rich.
Kell Brook's got
new
rid of Dominic
trainer.
Ingle. New
After
trainer.
all these years?
Cheap fucking trainer from down the Leisure Centre.
Nah, that's wrong.
And you sack Geezer off in the last when you're about to have the Amir Khan fight just because he wants all the money. Geezer couldn't care less about boxing anymore. He's done. He's not a pay-per-view
Who else
star.
is there?
Who else is there?
Damn.
The silent, yeah. Exactly. Whereas you look at Frank Warren's stable, and it's a similar sort of thing. Fury versus Joshua. So leading the way, Frank Warren's got Fury. He's got Joshua. Similar level of star at this stage of the game.
yeah.
Then you've got Frampton and Warrington having a fight. That's a big one. Going
It's such a piss take that those
Going
two
head to
fights.
again.
Come on.
Petty what? What is Eddie Hearn doing?
Mate, just rob the fans.
Yeah, like literally,
They've
like
never robbed the fans. For me,
Robbed the fighters,
they've robbed the fighters and they've robbed themselves because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be funny. It's not like the Chisora White fight is so much better that people are going to be like, do you know what? I'm going to watch that ahead of the...
I think Eddie Hearn is
Frampton
arrogantly backed himself. He's overestimated the value of this fight. We love that fight because we're a certain demographic, and we're from London, we're from the south, so therefore we're kind of more interested in that fight. But there's a whole host of Northerners up north. The country's divided in two. And if you're Northern Irish, what fight are you watching?
Exactly.
If you're from Leeds, what fight are you watching? If you're
Don't get me wrong, I want to watch both.
yeah, exactly. If you're from the
All
north,
that Yorkshire area...
if you're from the northwest, what
Yeah.
fight are you watching? So it's literally Eddie Hearn thinks he's backed himself massively here, but he's just literally you know, it might be a 60-40 split of people who are going to buy a pay-per-view that night.
But it's not going to be a landslide that.
But you're just taking a massive chunk out of everyone. You're just bitten off, like, you know, cut off your nose, spite your face. What is
It's a piss take. Like the fighters, there must be like.
Because I'll be honest with you, I think that obviously for entertainment value, people want to watch Chisora versus White just because obviously there's trash talk and everything. But in terms of actual high quality boxing, that's not to say that Chisora and White aren't. But then obviously,
I get what you mean, yeah.
The Frampton Royals fight, you're thinking this is creme de la creme.
Yeah.
This is upper echelon. You want to see this. This is title.
Well, there's an actual world title on the line,
Yeah.
and the winner of that fight will go off to America and fight one of those big those big names.
So
Kid Galahad.
it is a situation where it's like it feels like he's robbed everyone. Everyone's robbed.
And he's just doing these weird maneuvers, man. Like he's like going to America is fucking with his brain, man.
Don't get me wrong. Listen, I can't. You know, judge too much of his business acumen because he is where he is for a reason.
Yeah.
But then there are sometimes
Silver spoon. His dad gave him.
Well,
I'm joking.
listen, you still it's true, but you still just because
he's
you
got to
give him
do
a
like
silver spoon, you still have to put in your own work.
He's a legend. Like for what he did for British boxing, he is a legend.
Yeah, for sure.
But
it does
like,
get to some point.
but
Where it's just like you do need a power check.
But also he came up in a time when like he bodied all the competition. Yeah. And when it was like him on top, he was like the man. And now they're making a comeback. Like Frank Warren's making a comeback, and then he's gone to America and everyone's taking shots at him. So he's under pressure and he's just doing these weird maneuvers while he's under pressure. Like, do you know what I mean? He's trying to do like fucking salty moves. Like,
is this
like,
on the zone as well? Then Chisora White, is that on the zone?
I think they get access to all the Sky Sports shows, don't they? Yeah. So they get it, not specifically. Oh, they wanted Chisora thing, but they get all the Sky Sports.
But it's not available to European fans yet, is it?
No,
the zone.
No, it's only American.
Because what I don't
it's not going well for him out there. It's not.
I don't understand because basically the zone, all like the big European cards, they get online through the zone.
Yeah.
Whereas we still have to pay per view. But then at the same time, it's like with the American fights, a lot of time will be like on Box Nation or BT Sport for free, and so I don't. Well, that's what them big businessmen do. They know where they get their money from. I'm just confused. I'm confused, I guess, about the model.
So the zone is like a Netflix of sports.
Yeah, but it's just like for the European fans.
Oh,
I'm sure they want to expand into the European market, but I'm thinking
eventually they will. Yeah, but
do you think it's just because the UK pay-per-view model still gets a decent amount of money that there's no need to?
I guess they've got to work out how this is going to work, and you don't want to go global first, like straight away, because it's just spread yourself too thin. So you got to trial it in America, see what works, what doesn't work, how you can take on these big boys, and then sort of work it all out.
Where's Canelo's fight going to be in the UK? Is it going to be Sky Sports or Box Nation?
I think
that'll be Sky Sports.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Sky. That's probably part of the deal. Yeah, he's Fielding's a Sky Sports fighter, but it's like, but Eddie Hearn, like the DAZN thing isn't like. I reckon that will probably be successful down the line if they stick with that. That's the way the media's going, but. Eddie Hearn's actual boxing shows out there. Like apparently he sold 1,800 tickets to the last show, man. Like,
oh really?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Who was headlining that? Was it Clarissa Shields?
It was that card, yeah. The one that I don't think she was headline. I think she was on the card. I think it was.
What's happened to Danny Jacobs as well?
Yeah, Danny
Jacobs. He won a title, didn't he?
Yeah, against that Eastern European guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like look, you know, it's so random.
I know.
But yeah, apparently they gave away. Like he tried to say, there was 3,600 people there. And then some petty guy, I think it was Frank Warren, crunched the numbers. And then was like,
Excel spreadsheet.
And it was like, no, you sold 1,800 and you gave away this many. And that's what boosted out. And he was like, shut up. I'm putting this just right. I'm saying, no, you can't.
So back onto Fury Wilder. There was a lot of controversy. A lot of people saying that when Fury got knocked down, the count itself. Was it questionable?
I think you would have to be one harsh bastard to take that away. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
That happens.
It's playing the game.
It's
not breaking the rules. It's bending it.
But it's like there's no you never the referee always says, all right, go back to your corner.
Yeah.
Everyone gets that. Everyone gets that same grace. Wilder would have got that same grace. You don't really want to bring that into a thing where it's like immediately when the thing there's like a digital sort of counter going, and the referee's not in charge of that because 10 seconds wouldn't have been enough for that. Fair enough, but. Come on, man! You really want
It's happened all the time, so don't complain about it.
And like people are saying it was like 26. Fuck off, man! Exactly. You know, it's like sit down. You know what I mean? Like, it's miserable people out there.
Listen, all Tyson Fury done was just play the game as everyone else does. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, they would have done the same. So people need to stop getting on their high horse and acting like it's the biggest travesty that what happened with the ref situation.
We would have been way more outraged if
Fury lost.
If like he said he didn't beat that count.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
We would have been like, that's fucking bullshit. He was fine. They give him a chance to
yeah.
fight on. If he just after you say he got up the way he did,
and
he was like ready to get up, and the referee said, "Oh no," we would have been like, give him that opportunity. It's 12th round. There's like
Exactly,
2 minutes. Give him that chance, man. Come on. So yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to see that.
That was some, like, I don't know, that's the sort of shit you expect from Michael Hollywood movie.
It really, do you know what? A part of me, the way he won the round after, I was like, did he do that on purpose to make to make the movie sound even better? I was like, did he
Tyson Fury movie?
Did he? In his mind, he's thinking, oh man, I've got to get these movie rights, man. Go down like. I genuinely thought that, but no, and the way he handled it after, Fury has.
Yeah.
Talk about flipping the script in terms of the narrative of your brand.
Yeah.
Like, what a man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, to go from everyone thinks you're a racist homophobe to like...
So he's alright.
He's actually alright, to everyone actually loves him now. Like literally, where would you say his popularity ranked with Joshua at the minute? Like, I feel like...
You know, I think, do you know what it is? Joshua came up as the clean-cut guy that you want represented you. And Fury is the guy of... redemption. He's the guy of I've messed up in life, but I can do better with my life, and I've gone through adversities. And everyone loves a good, rising back from adversity story. And Fury has taken that mantle. So now is a situation of you've got you've got a class act against the redemption story.
That's it.
And then you've got the archetype American superstar in Wilder now.
That's it. All of them just have this like interest of it. Like you're exactly right. Like Fury, he's so imperfect. His body, he's all kind of chubby and hairy, and
that's why you relate. That's why you relate to him. It's Ricky Hatton effect.
Exactly. Whereas Joshua is hasn't put a foot wrong. He's undefeated as a pro. He won the gold medal as an amateur. His body is like absolutely. He's like clean cut. It's like, but you look at him and you think. Athlete. That's incredible, but I don't relate to that at all. This guy is just the epitome of success. Whereas Fury is like, I just fuck up and keep going. Just keep fucking out.
Pretty much.
Do you know what I mean? So, mate, if they ever fight, I pray they get that fight on. But I'm still doubtful, man. I think so. I think a lot would. Someone has, because they're both so big at the minute.
Yeah.
Will they negotiate a 50-50 fight? Because it has to be. Maybe not 50. I'm not talking financial. The financial split probably still give to Joshua. But in terms of, does Joshua get 3 judges and the referee on his side at this point? Would you sign Fury up for that?
I think
at this point?
No, with how the fight went down, if they do have a rematch between Wilder and Fury, whoever wins that is going to have a lot of stock on their side, and then that's going to be a big difference now, because I think.
But then will Joshua, because like Joshua makes. It does come down to money. I'm not saying Joshua's scared of anyone, blah, blah, blah. Joshua went through the amateurs.
Oh, no, but of course. But I'm saying the difference is now is that Joshua had all the advantages in his court to say, I'm getting this, I deserve this, I deserve that.
Yeah,
after those fights, it reduces that margin.
Reduce that margin by a lot now.
Will Joshua sign up to a fight like that? Will Joshua sign up to a fight?
I think he would be willing. It's just what Eddie Hearn wants.
That's it, because he can still, like, I think it'll have to be like they do a fight at Wembley, 90,000 with someone, Dillian White or someone, and it doesn't sell, and they're like, do you know what? The Joshua train is done. We may as well just cash it.
The British public need to stop complaining about the fights that Joshua's having and start putting your money where your mouth is, or take your money away.
That's it. Do you know what I mean? And it's the only way. Like Josh White is a good fight, and I'll take that.
But not 90,000.
If they try and do Usyk after. Fuck out of
it.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? They have to boycott that. If they you'll take Wyatt's waited a long time. Wyatt deserves a chance.
I think Wyatt deserves a chance.
Yeah, the winner of Wyatt Chisora. Fair enough. Take that April slot. You can't really complain. That is a good, solid contender. He's probably like the 5th best heavyweight in the world right now. Yeah, good fight.
But they're probably going to put Usyk on the undercard and then put Usyk against a.
But then if they try and fill that September slot or whatever slot that is at the end of the year with Usyk or Pulev or someone like that.
No. Here's
get rid of it.
With Usyk. Usyk is lucky because he beat Bellew, and if he beat anybody else but Bellew, then it would have been like you can throw Usyk away. But that little angle there, they're gonna play the F out of that. They're gonna be like, and he beat this British great in Bellew, and he wants revenge. Joshua's boy, the stablemates. I can see it now.
That'd be jokes.
I can see it. I can see it now.
Storyline, isn't it?
Yeah,
Avenging
and somehow Bailey and I need Joshua's childhood friends out of nowhere, despite one growing up in Liverpool, one's growing out in London.
Some Creed story.
Yeah, oh my. And it's just like,
Oh, mate, that's brilliant.
Listen, man.
Yeah, I can see them doing it. I can see them doing it.
They sell out stadiums for a reason, and I can't put it past them to find a way to sell that Usyk Joshua fight. They're gonna put Usyk on the undercard of Joshua's next fight.
And you can see it happening. And like I say, I'll take the Dillian Whyte fight or the Chisora fight out of push because I like Chisora. But thereafter, the public have to start demanding those fights from.
But they are already now, aren't they?
Do you know what I mean?
As in, after the fight, the Fury fight, I started looking at Joshua's Instagram. People were just like leaving comments.
But the only good thing on Joshua's side is that he's not shying away from the fact that he wants this fight. And we've said,
putting it on him.
But we've said this a long time ago that we do think that Joshua's not scared, but it's more the promotion that's saying, listen. Yeah.
But Eddie Hearn, like we just talked about, Eddie Hearn must be sweating it because just say, they make Joshua Wilder in April. Yeah. Just say Wilder bounces that fucking right hand off Joshua's chin.
Yeah.
Who else has Eddie Hearn got? He gets done in 2 rounds. He's there, sprawled out on the canvas. 90,000 stadiums gone. Who are you looking to next?
David Price.
Josh Kelly. No. Do you know what I mean? Where do you go then? You're back to selling out the MEN for struggling to do that. The Golden Boy's done. His business it's smoke and mirrors. His business.
So you're basically saying he's the UK Golden Boy the way they have Canelo.
He's the Matchroom Golden Boy. Exactly. He's their poster boy. Yeah, he's their poster. And but they haven't diversified very much. It's all anti-Joshua right now since Bellew's gone. And Eddie Hearn is a nervous man right now because if he loses his value, who else they got? It's the idea that Matchroom have these big shows. They put on a card last night. It was dog shit. No one watched that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think the other UK guys haven't lit up as we expected them to. Even though, listen, I'm rooting for like the Lawrence Okolis and Joshua Buatsi. I'm rooting for them, but
they're not doing it.
They haven't sparked up.
No. They thought that Buatsi's been a bit of a disappointment since he turned pro. He's been good, he's been solid, 7 out of 10. But the way he was at the Olympics, knocking everyone out, there's something missing. And then Okoli's missing something, and they're trying to plug Josh Kelly, but he's the most boring fighter anyone's ever seen in their life.
Well, it's Ted Cheeseman.
I
want a bit of Cheeseman.
What's going to happen is Chisora's going to knock out Dillian Whyte. They're going to build the whole thing around Chisora. Chisora's going to get an Under Armour deal.
Another redemption story. Did you see the rebranding the gloves off? Chisora's just like, listen, I'm a saved man by God now.
Yeah, that rebrand. Out of the Fury book, innit? He read the Fury book on market.
He was just like, I'm not going to have no anger towards you. They said, can we get a handshake? They gave each other handshakes.
But they kicked off afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
No, it weren't, but it weren't really. That was more of a like...
Wasn't it Chisora was like, I'm not doing any more media? And Dillian Whyte's like,
you're dumb, bruv. You're dumb.
It was more of a petty moment from Chisora, just like, do you know what? He's being very passive aggressive. I like it though. It's a new, different type of mind game because it's just like you thought I'm going directly at you.
Come from David Hay. It's like one out of the David Hay playbook.
It's like, I'm not going to go directly at you no more. I'm going to give you these little slide jabs that you can't exactly prove that I'm jabbing at you, but you know I'm jabbing at you.
Yeah. One last word. How big did Chisora look? Did anyone else notice that?
Often look good.
Well, his arm looked like a tree trunk. Yeah, like, literally, he looks blonks. Like he looks like outrageously big, man. And not even fat. Like he looks like scary big. Yeah, I think he's mad up for this.
Yeah,
this could be.
But he knows this is the one, and like we've always said about how he finds a way to get back. But I think this is now like, if he doesn't get through this one, it's mid card from here. And I think
he's done. I think it's got to be.
Yeah, he does it, and we can tell he's a smart enough.
But we said that in the past. He's like herpes. He keeps coming.
Yeah, he is like herpes.
But there's a certain level where it's just like you can't keep on coming back from this, especially in boxing, because it's remarkable that he's come back so many times now. Because normally boxing is unforgiving. That you have one big fight and it's just like you can't come. Like he had the Hay fight. He's had Klitschko. He's had Wyatt, and you would have thought after the Wyatt one, it's just like. Nah, he's
fought Fury twice.
Fury
millennials. Well. He's something. If he wins this fight and he gets the Joshua fight,
that's a rare.
That comeback is up there. With Fury, he's still Fury's film.
Listen, Eddie Hearn's gonna be like, "You think Fury was good? You think Fury was good?" Look at Chisora.
Oh,
Donkey kick.
Oh, mate.
Oh,
Right,
man.
no.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that is, when is that? December 22nd.
22nd.
2 weeks from today, or from yesterday. Whew.
Oh, man.
What a fight. What a fight. Can't wait.
Alright, folks. So, yeah, that's episode 13. Like, subscribe, all of that. Peace out.
Take it
Hold
easy.
it. See you later.